Brown was back home just 2 days after he allegedly tried to shoot and kill Greenberg this past Monday in Greenberg's Butchertown campaign office. Kentucky lawmakers were working on bail reform before Monday morning's shooting, and now there's even a bigger push to get something passed. WHAS 11's political reporter Rachel Droz is continuing her coverage of the attack.
Kentucky's Constitution requires judges to set a cash bail for anyone charged with a crime unless it's a capital offense. But lawmakers in Frankfort are working to change that. Louisville Representative Jason Nemes is co-sponsoring a bill that would create restrictions for organizations posting cash bails for people charged with violent offenses.
We want someone who has a connection to the individual, who can vouch for that individual and put their own treasury on the line. So if the person recommits a crime, or if they don't show up, they lose their own treasury.
Nemes, who's been working on bail reform since before a gunman tried to kill mayoral candidate Craig Greenberg, is also planning to try to change Kentucky's Constitution to allow judges to not offer cash bail for certain violent offenses.
In Kentucky, we hold them only if they can't post bail, but they are entitled to have bail set for them. And that should change. That takes a constitutional amendment, and we're working on that. We will file that bill next week.
Judge David Holton, who's retired from the bench and now is a practicing attorney, would like to see cash bail eliminated completely in Kentucky.
If the organizations were not allowed to post bond for persons with violent offenses, that would be, I believe, a step in the right direction. But again, that is not the fairest of the systems. The fairest of the system is to eliminate cash bail altogether.
But in the case of Quintez Brown, because bail is still required to be set under current law, Holton says had he been the judge on the case, he would have set a much higher bail.
I would have set that bond at probably $500,000 or higher based on the nature of the offense. I'm disappointed that the bond was as low as it was. I believe that the judge failed this community.
Holton is running against the prosecutor in this case, Jefferson County Attorney Mike O'Connell, in the May Democratic primary. We reached out to O'Connell to find out what he thinks about the bail set by the judge and are waiting to hear back. In Louisville, Rachel Droz, WHAS 11 on your side.
Now, keep in mind, the trial process for Quintez Brown is not likely to be a quick one. Criminal defense lawyer Greg Sims, who is not a part of this case, did tell us that he wouldn't be surprised if we have a new mayor before Brown's trial begins. In fact, between sending the case to a grand jury, to any mental evaluations, and then continuance requests, Brown's case may not actually get to trial for a few years.